God. You're not. You're a special kind of person. We're still just talking to ourselves. There's nobody on fucking live. This one gets posted, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. I got nothing going on. Let me try to take a drink of beer with her.
Please don't. Aren't those your child's? I wish you would have spat. No!
We're good. We're good.
You're a disgusting piece of shit. Wow, we were just striking out left and right on the live tonight.
Oh, there you go. What's going on there?
Kay texted me. This is not live.
Okay.
I guess it's live, but...
Anyways.
Yeah. Take the shit out of your mouth.
Why? I'm doing the podcast like this.
Okay.
Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast. I don't know. Why do I have this weird accent?
I do not say blah, blah, blah. Talk about how annoying it is. Anytime anybody says blah,
beery spit.
Marie has to quote that stupid fucking movie.
Might be watching.
No, she's not watching. We didn't let her in the group.
Yeah, I know.
Every time.
Yeah, we get it. You've seen it.
Every fucking time.
There she is.
Hi, Kate.
About fucking time.
You're the only one watching.
The only reason I say that, Kate, is because she was complaining.
I wasn't complaining. I would never complain about you, my love. Kate got a new job.
I know. Very proud of her.
Mm-hmm.
Kate got fired.
She didn't get fired.
She got pre-fired.
She was given a free vacation.
Pre-fired. Pre-fired's not even a thing.
Prior.
Yeah.
Hi. Kate, what you doing? You're literally the only person watching.
Yeah.
Nobody's watching on Instagram. You're the only one watching on Facebook. I hope everybody... I was not fired. See, she wasn't fired.
She was conveniently early let go.
After she put in her notice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fired.
We know you weren't fired. Oh, no, there's 2 people watching. What is that?
She's watching The Devil Wears Prada.
Oh, so jealous.
Really?
I fucking love that movie.
So back to my story.
Okay.
Growing up, I had a lot of friends that huffed glue. But it's not glue like people think. Is there anybody over there?
No.
Okay. So, it's not glue. It's,
Anybody want some glue? We're huffing glue.
Mm-hmm. It's called Tulio. And it was a chemical.
Uh-huh.
And I happen to have watched, worked at Subway.
Mm-hmm.
And the thing when you huff glue is you need bags. And what do you get with your...
Subway sub?
Subway sub is a bag. So they would always come over and want bags from me. And I would never give them to them. But they would take them out of the trash. Or, a bunch of chemicals were going to go into them anyway. So they'd be sitting there huffing their bags. They'd be up at the park and they're huffing glue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'd go past them with a lighter. I didn't even smoke at the time. I just carried a lighter with me.
Because you're edgy?
Yeah. And I like to set fires. And my cousin Joe's here. Joe knows. Joe lived right there and saw our friends that would huff glue. And you could light their bags on fire because it was basically a flammable chemical.
Yeah.
And as they're like, you light it and it would go boosh up in their face, but, not enough to burn their face. And then they would just be like, ooh, because they're so whacked out on brain chemical rot and would flip the fuck out. It was the funniest thing ever.
Huh.
We thought it was a good thing to do to our friends because we didn't want them huffing glue.
Okay.
And also we got a kick out of seeing them flip the fuck out.
Sure.
But, yeah, there you go. That's the story of me and people huffing glue. Yeah. See, Joe said watching them huff was funny. Nick said, you also had a Zippo, and that was worthless for weed. That's true. My friend Nick may or may not have smoked marijuana with me back in the day, and I never. Zippos don't work with pipes or bongs or, well, joints they do. But I may or may not have not been able to light them.
Welcome to the Rouxde Drugging School podcast.
I can tell you about all my friends that did heroin. That was fun. Yeah, watching our friends huff was funny. Dudes would think they watched, they'd be huffing and shit and flip out, and you'd have to calm them down and be like, what are you doing? Because we would just hang out, and they would be, like, on the tracks, kind of, or just by us, but not, like, close enough to where, whatever. But they would start freaking out and be like, what happened? They're like, I watched a plane crash. See all the people, and you're like, there's no, you're okay. Because they were just dreaming. They're in a chemically induced hallucinating. Yeah. It was crazy.
Huh.
Hi, everybody. Want to hear about
drugs?
Huffing drugs?
Hey, kids. Do you want some drugs?
But yeah, Tulio. You could get like a gallon of Tulio, and people would
Tulio.
But you could put them into like a fifth or a small bottle of like whiskey or whatever. So like the drug dealers for Tulio would basically just walk around the tracks and find bottles and caps and piece them together and then fill them up and sell, like a $5 bottle or a $10 bottle. But you would make like, I don't know, $300-400 on a $20 bottle of $20 can of Tulio. It's crazy. Yeah, poor man's LSD, exactly. It's exactly what it was. Because all you were doing is just fucking hallucinating the whole time. Check. Check. Hello.
Did you fix this thing?
Fix what?
My stand.
It should be fixed.
Yeah, we good.
As long as you don't fuck with it, you're okay. That's fucking with it.
I'm moving it. So I can have a conversation with you.
I can't hear you.
You can't?
No, I'm kidding. I can hear you. So how's everybody doing?
Yeah, how are you, everybody? Straight vodka tonight.
So my friend Nick, I haven't seen in a few years. I'm getting out of the shower the other day, and
you thought of Nick?
Yes, I think about Nick in the shower all the time. And so the bar we went to down the street, Hank's Hudson Street. You ate Thai? I eat shirt. What? Yeah.
I ate Thai.
So, I don't know why the microphones aren't on. The place we went to, Hudson Street, right?
Yeah.
Before it was that place, Nick used to bartend there.
Okay.
And, we were friends and we just hung out all the time and we kind of lost touch.
Right.
Actually, he defriended me after I had Crosby. Because he didn't want to see pictures of my son all the time because that's what people do. Not knowing that I was only going to post one picture a week. He's kind of a cock. He's a dick, right? There's no mic right now. We're just talking. No mics.
No mics.
No mics.
No mics.
So he wants you to talk a little louder so he can hear you in the phone.
What?
Nick's saying, because I suck. That's why he defriended me. Anyway, he defriended me. So Leanna's like, Nick's outside. And I'm like, Nick who? She's like, Nick. And I was like, I instantly knew who it was. I'm like, oh shit. So I go outside, and there's Nick. I'm like, hey, motherfucker, what's up? Hugs and shit. Yeah. And I got a beer, and he's like, I know you got more than one more of those beers. And I was like, yeah, of course. Then he goes, I got a friend in the car. He's in the truck because he was working. He's like, I got a friend in the truck. Can motherfucker have a beer too? And I'm like, yeah, I just got a 6-pack. Okay, motherfucker. So,
that's rude.
No, he was fine. So gave Nick a beer and we called out. It was cool. And then he immediately added me like 5 minutes later.
That's nice.
Yeah. So welcome to the John Talks About Drugs and Old Friends podcast.
Meanwhile, I'm over here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not talk into the mics right now because it's confusing.
Is it confusing?
That's my Nick. Hey, what's up, everybody? I mean, that's actually not good. It was better when I could hear it in the microphone.
Yeah, okay, it sounded exactly the same.
Anyway, so we're about to start the podcast. It's been a while. We did the live show 2 weeks ago, and last week we put out the live show, so we haven't actually been in the
studio. Studio.
The Fortress of Fooditude.
Oh, God.
Since then, but we want to remind you, please rate and review our show.
And subscribe.
Subscribe to the goddamn show through Google Play. Or actually, no, you can't subscribe on Google Play from what I've heard from people. A lot of people are really pissed off at Google Play because their podcast game apparently is pretty terrible.
I bet it is. That's why you're supposed to have a fucking iPhone, like a person.
But iTunes, subscribe. You can like us and follow us on SoundCloud.
Yeah, our SoundCloud URL has changed. It's soundcloud.com/Rouxde podcast. Rouxde. So it's easier to find us just directly. Go to the SoundCloud page.
But, okay, so we should probably start this thing.
Yeah, I'd like to get home.
You ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah. Okay.
We also have t-shirts.
Oh yeah, we will talk about that. The t-shirt thing. We'll talk. We'll talk when we get on the other side of the podcast actually starting. Okay.
I'm ready when you are, Hoss.
I don't know. What were you talking about?
What?
Earlier.
What do you mean? We're gonna start.
Yeah. Okay.
We're gonna start the podcast.
Yeah, whatever.
Are you ready to go?
I guess.
God damn it, John. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh. Why do you have that going?
I don't know.
This is professional.
Okay. That's all I wanted to know. I will, Normally, okay, yeah.
John already had the track in the computer, so, like, I was talking over the fucking
intro song, yeah.
So that was weird.
Normally I start us here. That's why.
Ah.
Yeah.
There she blows.
Fun with computer programs, yeah. Don't fuck yourself. You're about to hear it. I already fucked up. It doesn't even matter. I've already fucked up.
But
I just
nobody knows unless they're watching.
Yeah. You guys are special. You get to see me fuck up.
Yeah.
Or you in the future, because I'm going to save this and you're going to see it later.
Yeah, we're going to post it anyway, so whatever.
Right. You ready?
I'm never fucking ready, dude. Are you kidding? Do you want that glue that's over there?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Don't fuck up.
No.
Don't fuck yourself.
Fuck you.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Rude Cooking School podcast.
Hi.
I am your host, John Hauser III, and with me is the gluey but never huffy
Elmer Fudd.
What?
I don't know, it's Elmer's glue. Rebecca Madraga!
Hey! All right. How is everybody doing on these things? That's not even there anymore.
Yeah, just the one thing.
On you and in your ear holes as we come into your brain bowl and quietly take a just slip on in there into your nice warm throbbing brain.
Snuggle with your myelin sheath.
Yeah, and maybe just like cuddle with your Abdullah oblongata. And just get up in there and get ready for like at least an hour.
Kate, are those proper brain things?
Yes, medulla oblongata.
Kate,
not she. Well, she is listening, so.
Kate.
Stop. What?
What?
Kate. We're gonna slip in there and relax, and we're all gonna have fun. And yeah, so.
We're doing a thing.
How has your 2 weeks been?
Oh, man.
We haven't done one of these in 2 weeks because
Podcast festival.
Podcast festival.
Yeah,
which
thank you to everybody who came out.
Yeah, thank you, Trip.
Thank you to the Baltimore Podcast Festival and the Baltimore Improv Group and all those fine folks for, having us.
Richard Gorelick for watching the thing.
Yes, thank you, Richard.
Watching the door. Trip, who put the whole thing together.
And to the Single Carrot Theater for hosting the event.
Yes.
Thank you for that.
They were excellent and very fine hosts. There was a great crowd.
Oh, yeah. That laugh track was real.
That was actually people laughing.
Those were people.
So
only at my jokes.
You wish. Oh man. By the way, John, our friend John Roy, says that the medulla oblongata is in fact a real brain thing trademark. So he's already trademarked our word for brain thing.
You know what, John? I don't need your shit.
Nobody needs your shit, John.
Yeah.
Except for my shit, because I'm John.
No, I don't need your shit either.
Well, too bad.
God damn it.
But the podcast festival was an amazing experience for us.
Yeah, dude. I'd love to do more live shows.
We had a blast.
Yeah.
Everyone that came out, thank you again. Even the people that never saw us had a decent time and came up and talked to us.
The people from all the other podcasts were cool, too.
Yes. Buzzed in Baltimore was excellent, which you didn't stick around for, but I did and got hammered.
Nice.
Yeah,
I went to our bar.
They gave out lots of delicious Amaros, which
see you tomorrow.
Yes.
The sun will come out.
Amaro. Bet your bottom.
See, that's funny because you're a ginger.
Why is that funny?
Like Annie.
Oh. One of my best friends growing up, she might watch this later. Her name's Jennifer. Mm-hmm. She looked like my twin sister. Long red hair. We watched Annie at her house 8,000 times. And she was kind of like our hero because before the Weasleys, there were no like positive redheaded like children.
Wasn't there that Partridge Family kid?
Danny, fuck him. He's an asshole. He's like the typical redheaded dickhead.
What
you
about
know?
Carrot Top?
Carrot Top wasn't a thing yet. This was like 1985, dude. Annie came out like 83, 84,
I don't know.
81.
I'm not an Annie buff like you, so
I could sing every fucking song on that thing. There's like 2 like movie like live action musicals I could actually sing every song to, and it's that and Grease. That's it.
I fucking love Grease.
Grease is awesome.
Dude, did you hear Olivia Newton-John has breast cancer?
I did.
And that makes me really sad.
It makes me really sad too.
I fucking love Olivia Newton-John.
Yeah. She's gonna have to get physical though. Come on! Come on! Oh, she just fucking left. Oh, that's not nice, John. Our friend John just asked if Rocky Dennis from the movie Mask was a positive role model. Yeah. I mean, he was a very positive role model. He was a very positive child.
Oh, God.
You know?
Remember that girl touched his face?
He liked the sunshine on his face. Yeah. Thanks.
Oh, God.
That doesn't bring back horrible memories of all the kids in my neighborhood calling me that or anything. But, you know, whatever.
You shouldn't have had red hair growing up. What?
Okay. I see how it is. You're gonna seriously fucking do that?
No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, it's too late. You've already done it.
No.
You do it every goddamn episode.
Do I?
Yes.
Listen, I'm not gonna make pig cow jokes anymore. I still have to make fun of you for something.
Yeah. Great. So, live podcast aside, we had an awesome time. It was great.
Yes.
All the people there, honestly, were amazing and super nice.
Yes.
And super helpful. We definitely want to do another one again if we can
another live show.
If we can get another live show going somewhere. I don't know if there are any other podcast live things around Baltimore.
I mean, maybe we can get something together.
Yeah, that would be great too.
Like maybe have some bands that
I really think this is something we should do. Get some bands, sneak us in for like a 30-minute set in between. While the bands
make people
take all their
to us.
Well, while the bands take all their shit down and up, but maybe some of the bands that we've had on the show.
Right, that'd be cool.
Oh, for tonight we have this is for the Facebook Live people for right now, because you wonderful people listening to us right now will hear it later. But we have Robert Fireball Mitchell at the end of the podcast tonight to serenade your cockles and massage your spockles. Is that a thing?
Sure.
Okay. Cockles and spockles?
Cockles and spockles.
Or would it be cockles and twackles?
Spockles.
Cuntles?
No.
No? Cockles and twantle? Okay. Anyway.
God, I wish I didn't have to see you 5 days a week.
Oh, it's so great. You want to tell everybody about the great joke I told you today?
No.
Yeah, come on. Come on.
The jalapeno business?
No, that was...
Because you were on a fucking roll today.
A friend of mine posted a picture of his jalapeno plant in his house.
That's not a metaphor, like it was actually a plant.
It's a jalapeno plant in his house, and it's got a little baby jalapeno popping out. And I told him, by looking at this picture, I feel like I'm jalapeno business. Come on, dude, you want to laugh so bad. Look at you.
I don't laugh.
Oh, it's so good.
You can actually see a picture of John laughing to his own jokes on our Instagram story right now, if you're interested.
But I listened to the BBC, and there's a show. It's called it's the Guy Garvey show. He's the singer of Elbow, one of my favorite bands, and he's just become a new father. And he was joking, like, because he's been joking about how he talks about his new son, who's only 2 months old, all the time. And he's like, "Oh, speaking of dad jokes, what kind of what does how does Bob Marley take his donuts?"
We be jamming.
Oh, God damn it, you ruined. You're supposed to say, "I don't know. How does Bob Marley take his fucking donuts, you asshole?" And then I say, "With jamming." Hey, oh my God, you fucking ruined it.
That's what you get.
I'm just gonna kill myself now.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Thank God. Anyways, so for all you people out there in podcast land, if you're not following us on social media,
and why aren't you?
You should. We have a Facebook group, Rouxde Cooking School. We've got a Facebook page, Rouxde Cooking School, and you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Rouxde Podcast.
It's true.
You can also check out the blog at rouxde.com for like recipes and shit. John posts stuff on there. You can listen to us on iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play. Our SoundCloud URL, we just changed it so it's easier for you to find it. It's soundcloud.com/Rouxde Podcast, ROUXDE. And don't forget to rate, review, subscribe to us on iTunes.
We really do appreciate it.
Yes.
So.
And we love reviews. Fucking write reviews, guys.
Yeah. Call us a bunch of dumb names, but give us 5 stars.
Yeah, 5 stars, and then just, like, write a silly thing.
So, we will talk to you, sweet people, later. Talking to the assholes out in Facebook land. And we will be right back. See you shitheads later.
Bye!